Hello everyone. Just a disclaimer, this video is about mental health. So for those of you who suffer from anxiety, depression, anything like that, and think that discussing those topics may trigger you in some way, go ahead and skip this video. I have lots of other planner videos to watch, and this one isn't essential if you think it could possibly affect you negatively. So I wanted to make a video, you guys, about mental health, anxiety and depression specifically, because I suffer from both of those things, and obviously I am very big into planning, and I just want to kind of discuss how I do things to stay productive and do like a small comparison to some of the other things that I'm seeing being done and working for certain people. So I see a lot of time trackers. So let me flip to a random day here. I see a lot of, I don't even know what the name of it is. It's like a circle, and it divides up the day, and you color in certain portions to represent what you were doing during those times, when you were productive, when you weren't. On my pages, of course I flip to a Sunday because Sunday doesn't have it. On my daily pages here, I have an hourly breakdown that comes pre-printed. And I do use those if I have an appointment. If I have an appointment at 10 a.m., I will put it on the 10 o'clock line. Other than that, I pretend they're not even there. I usually draw my little to-do boxes right over the hour times. I do not schedule my day. I work one shift all the time. I have my work schedule, the days that I'm on and off, in my monthly spread, and I do not do any sort of tracking for productivity, uptime, downtime, anything like that. I personally, I have in the past had some trouble with procrastinating. I have gotten better with that, and that might be why I don't feel the need to do this. My basic overall strategy is I listen to my body and my mind. If I feel that something is so important that I can't risk getting behind with it, I do it as soon as possible, because I know that there's a chance that I might have what I call a down day, where, I don't even want to get out of bed. I'm just being hit really hard with depression, or I've been very anxious about something and it's really taking a toll on me. If it's something that can wait, I just let it wait. I don't divvy up my day. I don't put specific times to get a certain amount of something done so that it can build up over time and eventually I'll be finished with it. If I have a day where I need to rest my mind and my nerves and my body, I do that. I really prioritize self-care. It's very important to me, and I have struggled with feeling guilty about that, because those days can really add up over time. I am on an antidepressant, which helps a lot. So I don't have, weeks at a time where I just never get out of bed and I stop showering or anything like that. I mean, I'm going to work every day. I'm never out of work unless I'm like dying, and then I go to the doctor. I really enjoy my job. I get happy about specific things, but I'm not a happy person. I'm just my baseline. I'm just not. I'm pretty blah about things in general, and then it'll spike up and drop down from there. So I don't do any sort of year in pixels. I Don't do any sort of a mood tracker. It wouldn't be very interesting to look at, and it would kind of be depressing to look at if you see, oh, it's blah 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 blah, depressed, blah 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 blah, depressed, panic attack, blah 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 blah, blah. Like that. I don't have enough high. I'm not on the high end of all of that enough to want to track it like that. It wouldn't help me. So there are a lot of different ways that people track their time and productivity, and that is awesome. I mean, try out anything, do what works for you. But if you struggle with depression and anxiety, panic attacks, like I do, I just want to stress that it's okay to listen to your body, to do what's right for you at that time and what's right for you overall. If tracking all of that is what's going to help you, then absolutely you do that. You do what you need to do for yourself. But, if you're feeling down and you just need to take a day, or you're ahead of the game and you have an opportunity to get something really important out of the way, and you know that there's a chance you might not feel up to it later on, just get it done. Just use that natural high that you have to push through it and get it out of the way. Like, I got my report cards done the first day that we came back from holiday break. And I knew that my students have kind of a rough transition coming back from breaks. And it was going to be a crazy week, even though it was a short week. And crazy weeks have a way of snowballing into more and more crazy weeks. So I just got it done. I was feeling good. I had the time and I did it. And, later on in the month when that deadline gets closer, if I'm not feeling up to it for some reason, I don't have to stress it. It's not something I had to whittle away at over time. I just got it done. So I wanted to discuss that with you guys. I do track symptoms. I am going to add panic attacks and depression to this, just so that I can look back and see when I had, like how many panic attacks I've had in 6 months, or how many days I felt really, really down, because I am on an antidepressant and it's working well for me. Those days are pretty rare, thankfully. But it's good to go to the doctor and have a follow-up and be able to talk about those things. I have been having a lot of headaches and migraines, which I am treating with a series of vitamins, B12 and magnesium being the main ones, but also being more diligent about my multivitamin and a prescription dose of vitamin D. So, I do have this little tracker, but it's nothing really to do with my daily mood, just when I'm really not myself, when I'm really off my game. And as far as my dailies go, let's see here. So, I will write in, like a little journaling section and just say, what was feeling down today, focused on rest, hydration, and self-care. And that's all I need. It's not this big, ugly, blank page staring me in the face, making me feel like I, wasted a whole day. Those things are important. Or if I was able to carry on with a normal day, but was really feeling down or had a panic attack or something, I'll make a little note of it, just like a little bullet, and write it in here towards the bottom so that I can see it and look back on it later. I do like to keep track of those things. But other than that, guys, I don't track my time. I don't track productive hours versus, hours just flipping through Instagram or online shopping. I don't feel that would really get me very far. This is the system that works for me. Just getting ahead when I'm feeling good and nurturing myself when I'm feeling down and trying to push through life here. Life was hard enough already, and I feel like the past couple of years, things in our country and things in the world are just so hostile and so stressful, and there's so many different things to worry about and so much going on in the news that, I mean, I feel like a lot of people probably want to climb in bed and pull the covers over their head. So if you already struggle with depression and anxiety, take care of yourself. If you're having any thoughts of self-harm, talk to a loved one, talk to a friend, check yourself into the hospital, you know, whatever you have to do, call a hotline, but don't keep it to yourself, okay? That's a whole other thing. This video is not based on suicidal thoughts or actions. This is just the day-to-day depression and anxiety that a lot of us suffer with. So take care of yourself, guys, and plan how you need to. Don't feel like you have to do what someone else is doing. Try it if you want. Maybe that'll be the thing that helps you. But just keep yourself as your number one priority. Keep your peace of mind, your health of body and mind number one, because nobody's going to have your back quite like you do, and nobody's going to understand just what you need like you do. So take care of yourselves, guys. Keep planning, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.